I'm having a bad day. Everybody has a bad day. Your bad day should not be a cause for another person's bad day. And this is where accountability comes in, right?
Yeah.
You should be accountable. You should also be considerate of other people too, right? And I feel like if both parties are considerate and they're accountable, things will be seamless. Is that lately you would see businesses until they're being called out on social media before they take accountability or they become defensive. What do you think that is fun in that?
I think it's made some of them defensive, while it has also put some of them on their foot, to
be accountable.
Yeah, to be accountable and to, implement better strategies to help them handle their customers well.
Have you had a nasty customer service experience? Which one comes to mind?
Yeah, bro. That was the first time I had to call the brand out, and it was very painful for me. Went as far as that. They even told me, refund can be made. The sneakers has been sent out. I'm taking things out of proportion. All this tantrum is really not needed.
And do you know one thing I've noticed is these brands, once you call them out, especially you comment on their Instagram, they delete the message, the comments.
So when I went to check their Instagram, I mean, if this much people are complaining about you on one platform, there should be footprints, right?
Yeah.
So I went to their Instagram and I noticed that most of their comments were empty.
Yeah, because they've deleted
like maybe just one comment or like
they deleted. Hi, welcome back to Mad and Giggles.
I'm Adike. And
I'm TSC.
Thank you so much for tuning into episode 8 of Mad and Giggles.
Exactly.
We're so excited. Thank you for all the love you've been showing us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, your comments. We see every one of them. We see all of your engagement. Thank you so much for this show of love. We appreciate it.
On that note, please keep subscribing to the channel on YouTube. Comment, like, share, repost. You can follow us on IG at Mad and Giggles and on TikTok at MTGpod. Also, there's a link in our bio for you to fill in to tell us your ideas or topics that you want to hear more of, or to submit a story or two that you want to hear the viewer's opinion on.
We're looking forward to every single one of these, comments and suggestions.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. If you're looking to stay anonymous, you can just indicate that while filling the form or in the DMs. We'd be willing to keep you anonymous as well.
And please keep watching the video. Let our views increase, especially on YouTube. And once you hear your opinion, if the length of the video is too much, maybe that's the reason why it's not being watched, or what length would you prefer? Let us know. And it's something that we can actually take back as a feedback and then work on it, right?
We are open to every one of your feedback.
Yeah, we are open to that. So on that note, we are going to go into the next segment of this particular episode, which is how was your week?
My week was amazing.
It's a check-in.
Yeah, we just like to check in on ourselves. So my week was chill, nothing dramatic this week. So it was work, some research, hung out with my friend.
Wait, what episode is this?
This is episode 8, actually. Yes, this is episode 8, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, episode 8. So,
nice.
Yeah, it was a pretty good week for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, my week was good. I think I had work. I had other things that I'll be doing. Yeah, 9-to-5ers that actually go on site are trying, man. Transitioning from remote to online, in person, is crazy, but it's been welcome because I hardly go out anyway. So this is giving me opportunity. It's
getting you out there.
Yeah, to actually go out and then
you're enjoying it.
Yeah, so far so good. It's been fun. It's been interesting, and I have awesome co-workers, so they make it easier to
That's nice.
It's not overstimulating, but that was a particular day that I think I went to work, and before 9, I was already, my social battery was already dead. It wasn't.
So what do you think caused that? Was it because it just resumed at the time?
I don't think it was because I even resumed. It was just because of the fact that I think probably I didn't sleep well the night before. And then when I woke up, I was just I expended all my energy singing and dancing to music on the way to work. So when I got to work, it was like, what am I going to do? And then I just had to like watch or listen to something just to get my energy up a bit. Exactly, and then start work. So
that's cool. I mean, looks like you're adjusting pretty fine to it.
Yeah. Well, which informs our topic for today, workplace, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about terrible customer service. I'm very sure everybody has a story, 2, 5, 10 that they've had with experiences with customer services. Also, I especially hate it when people start saying the way they measure a girl's or a lady's wife material, whatever, is to take her out to a restaurant and see how she treats people. Like, what do you mean? What about you as the guy? Like, it goes both ways. And that shouldn't even be a test. It could be a test of character. However, you shouldn't intentionally say, oh, I'm going to take her to this place just to see how she's going to react. But that's just by the way. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to go into it. So I want to ask, like, is bad customer service always an employee problem or a leadership problem, or both?
I would say both. Yeah.
Okay.
Both. Because I would say both
might say that leaders of companies cannot be oblivious.
Exactly. You can't say exactly. I was going there. You can't say you don't know what's going on in your company.
Yeah.
It's your job to know. It's your responsibility to know what's going on. You should have put a system in place where, there is a feedback loop. You know what is going on. You know how certain tasks are being handled, and it's a feedback system that is not tampered with, nothing is being tweaked before it gets back to you. So if that's on the leadership aspect, right, then, for the employees, definitely can also be an employee problem. Say, maybe in the course of administering services or, something went wrong, maybe tone of voice or, it might even be bad grammar. It could be anything.
True.
I might read your text wrong. Say maybe somewhere you're supposed to say will, you're saying would, you get, or you're saying would have, would is creating a space for excuses.
True.
Customer will read it as, oh, I'm not getting results. I'm only getting excuses.
That kind of thing.
Do you understand? So it could be anything. It could be employee problem. It could be leadership problem. So both. That's why I think when it comes to, handling customers and how services roll out from a particular establishment.
Talking about that now, if you're going to be looking at the leadership and the employee aspect, right?
Yeah.
Do you think how somebody talks determines if the person is going to be hired or not for customer service? Since customer service is based off like interacting with customers, maybe through phone calls, through emails, through WhatsApp messages, any platform you will take. It involves interaction, and mostly through calls, because you have to talk to the customer. Of course,
it might not be a deciding factor, but it definitely contributes.
Because I have been employed in a place based off how I talk. So it's definitely going to be a factor, a strong one at that. It might not be a deciding factor, but it's just like icing on a cake, right?
Exactly.
The cake looks normally good, but when you add the icing to it just polishes it, right?
It's good to have. So it definitely adds to it. So there is this saying in business or, when it comes to services that they say, customer is always right. Do you think it does more good, more harm than good?
I think yes, right? As much as I've been customers to certain establishments, I've been a customer to certain establishments. I've also interacted with people while I was working as a customer service representative. And I would say that in some cases, your customer doesn't necessarily have to be right for you to do the right thing, which means that the approach that the customer is taking might be wrong, but it's not your job at that time to be telling the customer that you're wrong. Do you get? So in that case, it might look like a customer is always right because your job is for satisfaction, right?
Yeah.
Because when they're conducting a survey or a performance review, they will ask, "Oh, how did you make the customer feel?" I've mastered. I wouldn't say mastered, but then I've had experiences with customer service in a way that I can be able to like change somebody's mood with how I respond to them and how I approach issues that they bring with me. Because guess what? Customers just wants to be heard. Right? I've had situations where somebody shouts at me on the phone and I'm like, "Are you okay? I don't get it. I'm the one that is affected by this. You are not."
That even leads me.
Yeah, why are you shouting?
Yeah.
Do you get? So in such situations like that, you have to be very, very careful as the customer representative manager or the customer service representative that when you're talking to customers, having at the back of your head that they might not be right, but I have to treat it like that.
Yeah.
And has it done more harm than good? Yeah, sometimes because customers are rude, man. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Entitled, rude, just overly, just
Basically
nasty.
two sides of a coin.
Very nasty. And they're so disrespectful to the point that you're like, you're talking to a human being. And I think people already remove that human factor when talking to a customer service representative. Because if it's an AI doesn't matter your tone of voice or your attitude because they don't necessarily pick up on that. They just pick up on the information.
They're bots.
Exactly. But imagine you're talking to a human being and then you're talking in such a disrespectful manner. Yeah. And some cases, especially where Yorubas, right? In the Yoruba cultures, this is somebody that is older than you. And then you're just talking as if you, regardless of whatever could have happened, there are better ways to handle things without necessarily escalating it to be in a way where there's a shouting match, there's a back and forth. Just keep quiet.
So in this case now, where say maybe a customer was disrespectful or rude, the employees supposed, because there are different companies that implement rules and enforce them in different ways. So is the customer, or rather is the employee supposed to accept disrespect regardless from customers?
Accept.
Yeah, or like just be expected to tolerate them.
Yeah,
regardless
tolerate, yes. Because like it or not, it's a part of your job. Yeah. However, service can fail, which means that you can end the call. If it's a call, you can decide to take, can end the call and be like, "Oh, so sorry. Our service tripped up, our Wi-Fi went off." So
like to just temporarily mitigate it.
Because sometimes that 2 seconds or 3 seconds that you take to end the call and call the customer right back,
person might have.
The person might actually be more fault. So you can be expecting both.
You never know.
Exactly. So it could go either way. So the person might have calmed down and the person might have been more furious. Because if it's me and we're talking about money, let's say for example in a bank and then your money got missing and then whatnot, and then the call went off. And in 2-3 minutes, the person has not called you back. Now that's doing too much. But then, let's say the call cut off because you had to. It's more or less like you're pouring water in your situation or pouring ice, right? It. Exactly. Now, in like 10 seconds, and you have to count it. 30 seconds after, dial the call again and call the customer back. At that point in time, they know that, oh my God, the call actually went off. It might be my fault because it took 30 seconds. It didn't take you 1 minute to call back. So they might think, oh, it's probably my network. They wouldn't necessarily know. But you can say, oh, sorry, we are experiencing a little bit of downtime. Maybe that's a part of the reason. One something I was trying to explain to you about what happened, but then I'm already on this. I've also called the manager. You might not have called any manager. And then once you tell them you've called a manager, especially somebody in authority, it puts their mind to rest that, oh, they're taking my matter as priority. Everybody wants to be prioritized. That's just the main thing. For customers, they want to feel like they actually matter. So when you give them that sense of, oh, you matter, we're listening to you, I'm here to whatever you need. And see, your tone of voice must not change throughout, no matter how tempted you are to shout, and why you even shout or snap or just give attitude, you can't change. That means that a customer service representatives are trying, because regardless of whatever is going on in your personal life, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't affect your work.
It shouldn't affect your work. Does it? Some people let it affect it, and they end up losing their job, and they are oh, I've actually been.
Remember this movie we went to see at the cinema?
Yeah,
where she broke down while she was talking to a customer on the phone, and she got fired. You know, as a result of that. Yeah, I remember. Exactly. The very good scenario of how you shouldn't let your work, clash with your personal life and consequences of your actions.
True. Actually, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to take the consequence. Not that you start coming back and start blaming the company. So I do feel like, to answer your question, that's how I feel. Oh, I wanted to ask, we've been talking about bad customer experiences. Is there any good customer experience that you've had?
Yeah.
Which is it?
Like, so it's from... Okay, so I would say it's a second-hand customer experience, actually, like second-hand, good experience. So I was not the one that even, reached out to this,
so personally, in all your years, you've not had a personal good customer experience. Is that what you're saying?
This one has been the best so far.
No, I'm saying your own personal thing, not an indirect personal experience.
Okay. Yeah, I have one. So I would say the best one was from a brand, a clothing brand.
Okay.
So I needed to make a dress. Right. Although I already knew this person before, so we're like acquaintances. I decided to make a dress, and it was a tight deadline. And she doesn't live in my area. I mean, she could have just sent it with a dispatch, to just send it down to me. I did not mind that, but she was willing to help me mitigate, cost of delivery and all of that. She was the one that was even recommending, okay, I'll be on the island, so day, so I could just drop it for you at, this place, or from this place I will book, the dispatch, so the cost is lower compared to, sending it all the way from Ikorodu. So I don't know, that just felt good. It felt good on the inside. I know that she might have done that as a result of, our relationship, there was already precedence. So it felt good that, this person was considerate of me, to even want to help me. I mean, she could have just collected her delivery money, and just done. So that day, I couldn't even be available to respond to her on time because my phone was dying off. So I had to put my phone on DND, to reduce. And eventually when she got to reach me, hello, okay, I'm at this place, I have to go for my own event too, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, please just send it to my friend's place. So I give her my friend's address because I'm not at home to even receive it by myself. So I give her my friend's address, like 2 streets away from me. She tried, she said she was not getting any dispatch going that way. Oh, why? How? Okay, she will just drop it at Circle Mall somewhere, then from there get it to me. But somehow, in the middle of all of that, she still ensured that she waited till she got a dispatch that would drop it home instead of my friends. It was just a lot of customer, satisfaction for me. So I just told the estate security to just, receive it on my behalf. And when I got in, I liked the dress. I had to actually call her. She was not picking up at the time. I sent her a voice note. She just expressed my appreciation and all.
Nice.
It was a very good experience for me.
Cute. For me, I have a couple that comes to mind. Because I have some people that I know that have businesses.
Oh, okay.
The first person that comes to mind, this is somebody I've been engaging in services for years now. My hairstylist, very awesome, very good. Our customer service is top notch, man. And it's made me a very loyal customer. Also, my friend, she sells perfumes. Mercy.
Oh.
Yeah. If I order anything from her, apart from the fact that she knows what she is doing and she knows what she's selling and she's awesome and her prices are very, very, very affordable.
Yeah.
I would order a perfume today, and this girl would do everything in her power to make sure that that perfume gets to me that same day.
Wow.
Even if I tell her, don't worry, normally when she orders something, because she has to have a check if she has it.
Yeah,
With
not
her,
a lot of
it takes a lot of time. Yeah.
delivery.
Oh no, she does, and she doesn't mind taking Uber to where I am just to deliver it, and then she will add little packages to it. She doesn't do it for just me. Maybe some people say, "Oh, it's because you guys are friends. That's why she's doing that." Nah, I don't think so, because I've seen her doing it to people that she's not even friends with. I've seen her going extra mile for people that she doesn't even know. So for her, our customer service is like top notch. Another person that comes to my mind is so where I stay, we have somebody that cleans, and the woman, Jesus Christ, she's the definition of act of service for me.
Oh my God.
Like the little things she does to make me feel like she sees me. She has, in the few months that she has been cleaning for me, she has literally, I don't know, maybe she studied me to see the things that I like, to see how I like my things to be placed. And she does it so well. If there's water not in my fridge, she would replace it. She would do it's.
She's just so
You know, when you see things like that, it just makes you feel so warm inside.
and seen.
Yeah.
Seen.
I think those are the people that actually come to mind when it comes to customer service. Yeah, those three people are people that I've come close to, that I've experienced, that I know they know what they're doing. Also, the girl that sells, there's another person that I know. She's a church member. She sells zobo and pastries and whatnot. She's awesome. Our customer service is also awesome. Yeah, that's nice. She's the only person that will buy.
Oh, I think I remember her.
Yeah, customer service is awesome. She always texts, "Hey, Teresa, do you need anything? Please let me know." She will text all our customers, not just me. Yeah, everybody. So she already has like personally. The time it takes to do that, and then she'll ask you, "Did you like it? Oh, this is this," and she'll explain to you the reason why she's increasing the price because of maybe increase in the size of the bottle and everything. Yeah, do you get my point? And then she would tell you beforehand that, "Oh, we are planning on increasing." So I just love it. I like when people take people into consideration. Consideration is a big thing for me. So yeah, that's it.
So when it comes to customer service now, does your personal struggle, matter more as a customer, like as a customer service rep or as a customer?
It doesn't. Interestingly, as much as we should be sensitive to how people feel, because you don't know if somebody is having a bad day. At the same time, it applies to both parties.
Okay.
And I'm saying it because you might be having a bad day as a customer service representative, a customer rep, right? And then your customer might also be having a bad day.
Right.
So one cannot supersede each other. One actually supersedes each other, which is the customers. So in that particular case, you cannot say the customer should be understanding. Even you've seen emails, right? When we go to corporate firms, right? And you see some emails, even if the person you're speaking to is not understanding you, at the end of the email, you say, thanks for your understanding and your patience. They were not understanding, not patient. But you write it because when they read through it, they're able to like, oh, I should be understanding. So sometimes it gets to them.
Some sort of, psychology.
Yeah, some sort of psychology, just like reverse psychology kind of thing and whatnot. So it makes it easier. So your personal struggles necessarily shouldn't affect your customers because you're not there to talk about your personal struggles. Now, if a customer,
as a customer,
your personal struggle should not affect the way you actually interact with people because you're a human being, yes, but then you have control over your feelings. They shouldn't have control over you. So in cases where you're now feeling like, I'm having a bad day. Everybody has a bad day. Your bad day should not be a cause for another person's bad day. And this is where accountability comes in, right?
Yeah.
You should be accountable. You should also be considerate of other people too, right? And I feel like if both parties are considerate and they're accountable, things will be seamless. One thing I've actually noticed is that lately you would see businesses until they're being called out on social media before they take accountability or they become defensive. What do you think that is fun in that? Is it because of, I don't know, what do you think?
So when, say maybe there is a dispute or maybe some sort of service was not delivered properly, the customer complains, and for some reason, it's either I think it's either the customer service rep did not undo that query properly, from the customer, and the customer is not satisfied with what the representative is offering.
I don't think it's the fault of the customer service before they bring it up.
No. I'm just saying, like, that is one reason, you understand, why a customer would, eventually come out and say, oh, okay, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. Yeah. That's one reason. Then another reason is no feedback loop. Like we said, as a leader or as a boss, there should be feedback loop in your system. If this feedback loop is existent, as these issues are happening, solutions should be implemented as they are happening. You already know, okay, this is what it's looking like at front end. So you know how to instruct, Global app is glitching right now, that's just an example. This app is glitching. You talk to your software engineers to fix it. Then in that way, customer service can decide, okay, please, ma'am, give us 30 minutes, you can just check back in 30 minutes and everything will be fixed. There is that. But if there is no feedback loop system, implemented at all, so the time it takes to even respond to the customer is going to be delayed as well. And the time for resolution is going to be longer as well. So that feedback loop system is also it has a very big part to play when it comes to satisfying customers. So I would feel like customers now that's like their last straw to actually come out online and, start dragging, brands or like any company, tag them at so, you've not done this, you've not done that, I've not received my order, I've not gotten this, my money got deducted, it has not been, refunded, blah, 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 I need a refund. But, I think it's made some of them defensive, while it has also put some of them on their foot, to
be accountable.
Yeah, to be accountable and to, implement better strategies to help them handle their customers well.
Yeah, as much as I understand that, I also have this opinion of the fact that people sometimes can be extreme, right?
Yeah.
There's some situations that doesn't require you coming online.
Okay.
There's definitely some situations that doesn't require you coming online. Because if you notice, especially with refunds, right? In cases like that, some refunds, right? Not everything.
Yeah.
Some people actually do not have enough patience.
Well, there's that.
Once you start talking to somebody and the person doesn't respond to you or do everything that you're asking for within 30 minutes, you start getting impatient. Before you know what's happening, you're going on Twitter, you're having a live, whatever, this or that. However, I've seen cases where for months, this particular person was messaging, contacting this brand. I think it was Glover. I'm not so sure. And yeah, I think so. And then allegedly contacting Glover, claiming Glover didn't pay, allegedly that, they were owing and whatnot and everything.
They did not refund.
Yeah. And then once the person came online to drag this same particular organization, less than 2 hours after this dragging, the money was paid.
See what we were saying about being accountable.
True. Also, I feel like sometimes, as much as we want to blame leaders of a particular organization, right? It's a thing for you to be able to tell somebody what to do and have it at the back of your mind that you want to do it. it's another thing for them to actually follow what you're asking them to do. Because in a case, a CEO cannot start responding to customers.
No.
Because it has other duties to do. That's why they've employed people for that, right?
Yeah.
But then some of the people that they're placing there, sometimes they can be incompetent. I've had a situation where I talked to somebody that works in a bank, and I had to be explaining some of the processes that I've gone through prior to the person. Person has no idea about it, and it's not the person to even admit that, oh, I just started working here, so I really do not I've not experienced something like this, but I would get back to you once I talk to a supervisor to know how to better help you. I will transfer you to a team member that would better assist you. They will be arguing with you on the phone. They will start arguing with you. No, that's not how it works. And I was so pushed to a day that I was like, you know what? I don't want to have a conversation with you. I would prefer to have a conversation with somebody that I know that can actually hear me. And then I had a conversation with her boss. She eventually took it up the chain ladder, like the chain of command to her boss. And then I told her boss, and the boss was like, yeah, we can easily do this. And I was like, I was telling your employee that this is what they do in situations like this, or this is a possibility. And she told me it's not possible, that they've never done it in their bank before.
That's ridiculous.
Do you get my point? And then
don't say, oh, okay, I would hand you over to another officer to take complaints.
She get very easy. I'm going to patch you through to somebody else to handle this for you. 5 minutes
or give me 10 minutes.
5 minutes is a lot.
No, I'm just saying, like, at least give the customer. No, I'm not talking about the time right now. What I'm saying is put the customer on to someone else that would resolve the problem as soon as possible.
No, not just as soon as possible. As soon as you can.
Yeah.
As fast as you can, because this is something that is very important these clients, because they need to feel happy. If not, they might necessarily just not actually patronize you anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly. And nasty. Have you had a nasty customer service experience? Which one comes to mind? See how fast it is for you to remember nasty experience. And I told you to give example of good experience. I'm talking about an indirect word.
I have a lot actually, but I was trying to grasp, one that came to me. Very
it doesn't have to be one. But see the way you have a lot for nasty. You could mention you have a lot, but for good, you are looking for one that came to you first. Human beings don't remember the good things that you do for them. They only remember the bad things.
You can't blame me.
You can do 9 good things and do 1 bad thing, and that's the only thing they will use to judge you.
Okay, so there was this shoe brand that I patronized. When was this again? I think 2025.
Okay.
Yeah. I patronized them last year to the sneaker brand. So they are well known. I don't even think I should mention them because I'll be giving them free publicity. I'm not about to do that. So yeah, I ordered this shoe from them. I ordered it for an event, obviously.
Yeah.
So I was expecting I did not order late. I ordered ahead of time so I could get it, say, maybe in 2 weeks' time. You understand?
Okay.
And they're in Lagos here.
Okay.
So when it was 3 days to the event, I started nudging them. Okay, where is my shoe? I should have gotten my order about 1 week ago.
Yeah.
But I've not gotten it. And the deadline is, drawing close for me to need this shoe. So what's going on? I did not get any response on Instagram until I texted, I think, multiple times and tried to call them on Instagram. Right. So when they saw I called them on Instagram, they're like, oh, okay, what did I order? After I sent screenshots of what I ordered from the website
to them on the message.
I sent screenshots of the order. I sent screenshots of my email. I sent screenshots of the receipts. You get all of it to them, the evidences. Still now asking me, what did I order? I'm like, can't you see what I sent to you?
Can't you read?
Can't you read? So it was not like...
Maybe they can't.
I don't know, at least visuals.
Well...
So I'm like, okay, I still even, I was still trying to be calm because I just needed a resolution.
Okay.
So I typed what I ordered. I typed when I ordered it. I typed, everything that I needed to put down there. And it was like, okay. And that was it.
Interesting.
No response. So I took their WhatsApp number from their profile
Okay.
and messaged them on WhatsApp. I did not get any response immediately. Maybe the following day, I eventually got a response when I messaged them again.
What eventually happened? How did you resolve this?
It was very long. I had to drag them on Twitter.
Interesting.
That was how bad it went. That was like,
But eventually
that was like,
it was resolved.
yeah.
Right?
So when I reached out to them on WhatsApp, this customer rep,
I thought you already reached out to them on WhatsApp.
Yeah, I called them. Then she said I should not call. That I'm already taking things out of proportion. That I should call normally, not WhatsApp call. I'm like, you directed me to WhatsApp. I called on WhatsApp. You're saying I should call normal call. Okay, no problem. I called normal call. Then she said I'll get my order today or like before the end of tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow came. I did not get any order. I started tracking the order again. Then I decided to, pour out my mind, this.
So basically, you're saying the dispute took how long?
Yeah, it took about 1 month.
Okay, for the entire thing to be resolved.
Yeah. So when I eventually got pissed at them and I messaged them in the DMs, this customer rep went as far as saying, they even told me, refund can't be made. The sneakers has been sent out. I'm taking things out of proportion. All this tantrum is really not needed. If you were scammed, will not be replying you. Basically, they declined all my calls. All the calls I attempted to, put through. They declined my calls. They were not picking up my calls. You were basically screaming scammer, but you're telling me, you're not a scammer. Every of their actions was screaming scammer. Like, it was so bad. When I now posted on Twitter, there were other people coming out under my tweet saying, they've been scammed by these people before.
Was that when you went viral?
That was not when I even went viral. Like, it was just one. I was never one. That was the first time I had to call a brand out. And it was very painful for me.
I've never had to call a brand out.
That was the first time I had to call a brand out. Like, I've not
And hopefully
had to.
I never have to.
Because I was so pained. And yes, you know what made it pain me? It was a birthday gift.
For who?
For myself.
Oh, okay.
Do you get?
It's a birthday gift for somebody
No,
else.
it was a birthday gift for myself. So when I
did that make you, because of that bad experience now, did that now make you stop patronizing the brand?
Yes, I even told everybody around me, this brand, don't patronize them unless you want to use your eye and cry.
Do you, like, it is, as much as that makes sense, have you ever given, like, were you in direct communication with the owner of the brand?
No.
Did you ever? So now let's say,
I asked.
Hold on. Now let's say that since you were not in direct communication, now that some years have passed, is there a level of grace that we give to brands that are literally like did us dirty in the past? And what if they've changed their customer service now?
I wouldn't know, because even after my own experience, I still saw someone call them out.
Okay.
On X.
I'm saying recently.
And complain. That was recent, like maybe earlier this year.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we're still in H1, so yeah. So someone still called them out, about shoes. Many people, I did not know that tweet was going to go viral. My own was to get my money back or get my shoes back. You get. So I did not know the post was going to get traction or anything. But because they already had precedents, you get like.
So it was easy.
Yeah. So people just started, Tetra again. Didn't you know about them? This is that, different. And I'm like, how? Someone, like, I've had 2 people recommend this brand to me.
Please be reading reviews online before. And do you know one thing I've noticed is these brands, once you call them out, especially you comment on their Instagram, they delete the message, the comments. So when
I went to check their Instagram, I mean, if this much people are complaining about you on one platform, there should be footprints, right?
Yeah.
So I went to their Instagram and I noticed that most of their comments were empty.
Yeah, because they've deleted
so like maybe just one comment or like
they deleted.
They deleted most of their comments. So when I went to their Twitter, I found them on Twitter. So when I opened their Twitter account and I saw, you won't believe what I saw. These people were making fun of customers that called them out and were now like, that's successfully done, something like that. Basically they were mocking customers that have previously complained about orders. So they put screenshots of their chats and screenshot of received. You get? So basically, they put a screenshot of the customer throwing tantrums. Like she said, I was throwing tantrums. So they put a screenshot of customer throwing tantrums and a screenshot of received, like finally gotten it.
Okay.
So they now put some silly caption on it, like, basically mocking the customer. So when I eventually got my shoes, I now did another tweet again that I saw your tweet on your page, on your business page. If you dare to take a screenshot of me, like of my messages and my kidney, and you now decide to make fun of me, then we are going to escalate this matter. I had to tell them, because you're not going to mess with me that much for a whole month. You messed with my plans, and you now turn around and go to your page and be mocking me. Customer was throwing tantrums, or customer, I don't know, whatever. It was so ridiculous. I had some screenshots of that at some point, but I deleted them.
We are glad that that's over.
Yeah. It was a nasty experience.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, do you think that technology has improved customer service or made it to be more frustrating? Like chatbots and automated systems.
I would say,
did they like help the customers or even create more barriers?
Okay, so when you're using tools, like chatbots, AI, whatever to, help your business, it's a two-edged sword.
Okay.
So a two-edged sword in the sense that with AI, you can't really undo customer emotions or how, customers are trying to express themselves.
Okay.
With AI bots, chatbots or whatever.
Yeah.
So there is that. Then the other part is it makes your work easier. You undo much more volume when you're using these tools. Now, what I would say is that, would I say brands or companies should not be too dependent.
Yeah, because for me, I would just say chatting with a chatbot is frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
Because I can't properly express. You might be asking some questions and the responses are just
responses are already programmed based on
which is annoying.
So
because you're not even responding to what I'm saying, you're just responding to what you think I should say.
I had that frustration with
so yeah, so
where
like that.
I was trying to relay a complaint and it was just the chatbot giving me,
No, but with Global they have responses. No, Global doesn't necessarily, they do automated responses before the human response.
It was when I was now like, very pissed. And
no, I don't think that's it
was later.
Global system, I use Global law. Global system, initially you chat with the chatbot, they ask you the information, but you don't have patience, you would not.
So it was
for people that don't have patience, they want to keep texting that person to get a response. So they will tell you, if you read the messages clearly, they'll tell you, so person will be joining you very soon. And immediately the person will join the chat and then ask you. So you just have to have patience.
Like, later when the human, customer rep now came in, she now asked, when I said, okay, this was going on, some things are missing in my order, all of that. Then eventually they had to refund me. Like some of the money, the one that was missing, they had to like refund me in 0 reward points, so I can't remember what that point is.
Okay.
So it was refunded back to my wallet. That was how that one was resolved. That was last year.
Yeah, because this year they no longer do that.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, they don't do that. If you have something missing, I'm not promoting them or anything. However, if you have something missing in your, just take a picture of what was delivered and then they refund you immediately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, so it would just be like this global credit.
Yeah.
So for your next order, it should be applied. Yeah, that's it.
That was what happened.
So so the charge for this week is, as a customer, be very considerate.
Yep.
And as a customer service representative, also be very considerate.
Very considerate.
We understand that people go through a lot. The country is as hard as it can be. In fact, I think it's harder for some people. So the little you can do to make somebody's day better, to make somebody feel better, to make somebody feel like there is still love out there, and you are a representative of that particular love. So you show it as much as possible. So yeah, that's the charge for this week.
Yep.
Also, we'd like to hear your stories on the bad customer experiences that you've had, especially the good customer experiences. Please, we don't want an influx
Not
of bad.
bad.
Like Aduke likes to do.
Good and bad.
Good
Oh,
to
please.
yeah. We
I don't like
we also
the bad though.
yeah, but she had a lot of things to say about the bad, and only like
Oh,
two lines.
it was just
and
one
only like two
experience
lines
now.
to say about the good parts.
It's
so
just one very bad
exactly my
experience.
point. But you went deep into it.
Yeah, 'cause
exactly.
it was traumatic.
But the good one wasn't traumatic. It wasn't good in a good
was
way.
good now.
Exactly. In fact, some of the experiences that I mentioned about the hairstylist, the cleaner, she also experienced it. But guess what? It didn't come to her head when she was
That's
talking.
what I was saying.
So-
I was looking for one particular one.
People do not be like Aduke.
See, be like me. I don't
Try
care. I
to
actually
be
don't
better.
care.
Have a positive mindset and don't always think everybody is out to get you. Also be patient. Because from our story, you could hear that she's not a
How?
very patient human being.
I don't understand how is
For the
that
global
a big
part,
problem?
the time that it takes for the boss
So it
to
actually
respond
took
to
time
you,
that day.
no, it's literally 2 minutes.
I'm telling you,
and then
it took
5
time.
minutes later, the person, you might think it takes time because you want a response immediately. But
I'm telling you, it was my
anyway,
experience. So
it could also be your data, because I've seen a situation where she was trying to like order something and then she forgot that her data was finished.
No. This was not a data because I was at work, so there was like office Wi-Fi and all of that.
I'm
So,
just saying it could also be a data situation. But any case, anywho, please always know learn to be kind, learn to be considerate with people. We'd love to hear your opinion about this particular topic. We'd love to hear what you think, your stories, the good customer experiences that you've had, maybe brands that you feel like have good customer service, because I'm very sure a lot of people can attest to it. We've been to there so many brands across the world, especially in Lagos. So we'd like to hear more from you. So thanks for joining us. Please keep subscribing to the podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Comment, like, share, like I always say, with your enemies, your co-workers, your friends, your families, everybody.
Everyone.
And also follow us on our Instagram and our TikTok page.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
See you next time. Bye.